Good evening, and thank you, Jacinia. It's an honor to share in this exceptional occasion with you graduates in the company of our families, friends, and the larger Rising Tide Capital community. Thank you to everyone who has provided us with this grand event. I arrive as someone who deeply honors the Lenni Lenape Nation people in New Jersey and whose ancestors helped steward land among all living species. We thank you. I dedicate this momentous gathering to my mother, Jenny Booker, who needed to visit other galaxies last year. But she sends me streams of light and courage every day. Through her legacy and my late father's, I am reminded that wellness, justice, love remain integral designs of my life. A special note of thanks to Jacinia, to Pam Roundtree and Abby for their gracious efforts on our behalf and for always responding to my needful questions with fluid ease. And to Keith, who may not remember me from 2018 when I initially enrolled in the academy. Then a series of life circumstances did not allow me to complete the program. Mom became ill. I decided to leave. But I also realized that I really wasn't ready to go through the program quite yet. I had an idea that I wanted to connect art, healing, and nature as necessary tools for empowering people, but I didn't have the foundation for a business. In the aftermath of that divinely charged, difficult time, I have taken small but deliberate steps and actions toward defining for myself notions of how to radically rejuvenate my life. And I came back and finished up a thing. Heartfelt thanks to my instructors, Tawanda and Deidre, for their patient, generous, and laughter-filled guidance over the 12 weeks of our studies. I'll always be indebted to Tawanda for our Zoom chat, driven by my breathless streams of self-doubt that were triggered by the competitor assignment. You all remember that one. And someone at the time I misjudged as competition. Honestly, she allowed me to yammer on and on for at least 10 minutes, although it felt like half an hour. But when I pressed the leave meeting button on the screen, I couldn't even remember what had agitated me in the first place. I returned to that assignment on fire and finished it with restored confidence. These are our instructors. I'm a storyteller, an educator, and social entrepreneur who dreams of a healthy green planet and a world where sustainability is a lifestyle. I'm also an urban daughter born in Philly and adopted by New York City before Brooklyn was hip and trendy. Currently, Newark is home. But I also adore Vermont's green mountains and Cape Cod's pristine beaches. Over the years of visiting those settings, I've witnessed that healthy, fresh air and rolling hills, clean water, and locally grown foods are nature's gifts that everyone deserves, not only a privileged few. So the business I launched in the CBA is Where's Your Tree? Soon to be an official nonprofit organization that focuses on the sustainable health of the planet and Black and Brown lives. We partner on urban green initiatives through environmental education, public art programs, and microfunding. This year, we'll launch a unique program that funds women artists to attend retreats in tranquil rural settings to reclaim their creative joy. Many will be caretakers of elderly parents or grandchildren or their jobs whose daily demands compete with their creative aspirations. Now, the question, where's your tree, was introduced to me a decade ago through a documentary that reported on the plight of a downtown LA food growing community that worked together for years, sharing an urban farm in a mostly food desert neighborhood. Now, on the dark side of this parable looms the more shattering tale of local growers losing their cherished space to a developer's questionable use of eminent domain. At the close, an exasperated member cried, I mean, when they take away everything from you, where's your tree? That question haunted me for years until I finally had the opportunity to provide the beginnings of a response. To me, "Where's your tree?" asks, where have you planted your dignity, your integrity, your intentions? Now, the parable I shared is not used to only cast shade on real estate development. We need that. Instead, I see it as an opportunity to ask those often overlooked questions of ethics and why committing to one's moral center at this time in this country's history is vital, especially when our business analyses and our metrics may leave someone homeless or a neighborhood without a market. As business owners, it's never enough to only lean in. We must also challenge and scrutinize our intentions. Intentions then also ask us to commit first to our self-care and then to self-accountability in the realization of our goals, and to do so without causing harm to others. The Community Business Academy encouraged me to closely examine how I contribute to the larger economic and social justice systems that drive and inform business interests. This program inspired me. It challenged me to consider more strategically and mindfully how to balance the interests of the very marginalized communities that many of us want to serve or already do. And if this is the expectation, we also have the opportunity to change those systems in ways that are unifying, fair, and help us get paid at the same time. Ultimately, ecosystems and the habitats are only as healthy as the people who inhabit them. When done with the highest intention, our actions remind us to be brave and respect the joy of chance. Joyful chance is a joy-filled opportunity. Like all of you, I'm forever changed by the time we've spent together over the past months. I'm excited for everyone's continued intentional growth while on our business journeys. Stay healthy, stay joy-filled as you continue growing your deeply rooted trees. And above all, stay green. Peace. Thank you.